I'm Tarot Oracle. This is the Tarot de Marseille, the TDM Reader's Course. In this course, we're going to hop into this wonderful deck, this beautiful deck. And sometimes it's confusing, right? A lot of people jump in, you don't know where to start. The deck doesn't look like what you're used to with maybe the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And so it's sort of difficult to get started sometimes for a new person. So in this course, we're going to leap right in and start reading with these beautiful cards and this wonderful deck. So many good things about this deck. It's simplistic. You can get down to the nitty-gritty of the reading very quickly. It's easy to read. It's easy to memorize because you're going to be using numerology throughout all of the minors. And because the minors don't have pictures in them, some people have difficulty sort of, again, getting started with this, but we're going to make all of it super easy. We're going to come up with shortcuts, easy tricks to get started and get moving on this. Now, as always, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and the bell will give you notifications about when I upload new videos in the course. And of course, follow me on Twitter. I'm Tarot Oracle 2. All right, so let's sort of get into what we're going to be looking at. So we're going to be touring the TDM, right? We're going to be going through all of the cards. We're going to be going through the symbolism. We're going to be going through the numerology, the different colors, how the body parts being exposed or not exposed affect it, what's happening in the cards, not only with the majors, but with the minors as well. The minors have a lot of stuff going on. So we're going to look at all of the stuff within there. Now, there are two deck options that are extremely popular. Of course, with any tarot, there are hundreds of decks to choose from. Hundreds and hundreds of decks to choose from. The main ones that most people use, sort of designed for readers, are going to be the CBD and the Jodorowsky, come on, I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. So those two are sort of the main two competitions here. But of course, you can choose whatever you'd like. They have a professional version of the TDM as well, but the cards are huge on that. So if you're interested in that one, pick that one up as well. But, I mean, there's so many variations of this, right? But we're going to be focusing on these two decks. We're going to be focusing on these two decks per this. So, of course, there's more information to be had. There's more information. There's books. So we have the Jodorowsky and Costa book called The Way of Tarot. This is a thicker book, and it does go into the system that his particular cards use, right? And then we have the CBD with Yoav Bindov. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly too. I probably butchered it. I'm sorry. But this book is amazing. It's a little shorter than the other one, but it's an astounding book. And it goes into all the stuff that I'm going into, but in much deeper, in a much more depth related way, right? But both books are fantastic, and best of all, they're cheap. You can get the Kindle version for I think like $10-ish. So, I mean, go grab either one of those, and you really can't go wrong with either book. So the first thing that we're going to cover in the course will be colors, the card color palette. So if we see blues, a lot of blues, what is that sort of pointing to, right? Is that going to be some sort of significance with more blues than anything else? We're reds. Maybe we have a lot of reds. Maybe we have some plants on a minor card. Maybe we have a lot of plants and all the plants are green, or all the plants are hinted towards blue or have a lot of red. What does that point to? What types of things is that related to? We're going to go over all of the different color things, the significations of certain colors, what happens when we mix the colors, and all of this good stuff, right? And then we're going to sort of jump into the numerology, and that's going to be handy with our minors, because if we have a 4 of coins, how different is that from a 4 of cups, right? The cups being that emotional hook, and the coins and the pentacles being that earthly hook. How do we relate the number 4 between both of those types of cards, and that's going to be important. So the numerology has different levels. We have the standard number meaning, right? So a 4 is going to mean a certain thing, right? Like a stability. It's going to mean stability coming together somewhat, right? 8, it also means stability, but it's different. But it's sort of different, right? A 1 is going to be a new beginning or a new start to something as well. 3 is going to mean something, etc. So how do all of these basic numbers, how do we relate numerology to the minors, to the deck? So we want to get that numerology and get it firmed up. And we're going to go over my numerology system, which is based upon a ton of different books that I read and sort of combine the meanings. And we're going to get standard number meaning, and we're going to go forward with that. Another way to do numerology, or to do numbers in the minors, is to relate it back to majors. So maybe an 8 relates back to justice. Maybe an 8 relates back to justice, or maybe a 1 relates back to the magician. All of these can be sort of related back to the majors, right? So if we have a 1 of coins, could that be related to the magician? If we have a 1 of swords, could that be related to the magician? Same thing with justice. We have an 8 of pentacles, an 8 of coins. Is that somehow related? So we're going to go over that relation, and we're going to look at that mapping between the majors, the numbered in majors, and where we're sort of going off with the minors as well. So now there are number combinations as well. A 6 is going to be obviously 2 and 2 and 2. But there's a meaning behind that. There's a meaning behind not just the 6, but the fact that we have 3 2s combined together, right? So we're going to go over that meaning as well. Not only the standard numbers, but how adding these 2s up relates to being a 6, and then the minors as well. So we're going to go deep into the numerology. We're going to get really deep into that. And why is this important? Well, this is important because the minors are all about the numbers. We have, when we don't just have one card with a 3, we have a 3 in the majors, we have a 3 in swords, 3 coins, a 3 in wands, and a 3 in the cups. There's a lot of 3s. And so honing that 3 or honing that 6 down to its essence and really firming it up is going to help us, because we have 5 different instances of that number. And so learning that number and learning it well will help us not only with the minors, but with the majors as well, right? So we're going to go into all of that. Now, next we're going to dive into the card symbolism. If I see a sword, if someone's holding a sword, if someone's holding a wand, if someone has a bunch of tools on the desk, what does this mean? What symbolism is available to us? What does that mean? If we have flowers that are blossomed on a minor card, what does that mean? Is that different than if you just have leaves on a minor card? Like, what is the big difference here, right? All the different symbolism. We're going to go into all of that. So if we have a horse on this particular card and the person is riding it, how does that relate, right? How does this relate to the card? What does this give us as far as our intuition goes to key off of and to read? If we have scales, scales, is that sort of a balancing thing? So we're going to dive deep into the card symbolism. And again, we're going to go through every single card. And best of all, we're going to go through the card body parts. So if the chest is exposed, what does that mean, right? If someone's legs or arms are exposed, or if the Fool, if the Lamat is dropping the drawers, what does this mean, right? What does it mean when certain body parts are exposed versus not exposed? And this is important because in the next course, we're going to do the Sola Busca. Sola Busca has a ton of meaning and a ton of variation with body parts that are exposed. So you're going to be able to carry your knowledge that you get from this course into not only the Solabusca, but back into the Rider-Waite-Smith, back into all of your other decks. You can carry this knowledge back there. The numerology knowledge, carry it back, right? The body part exposed, the symbolism, we can all relate that back to all of your tarot decks. So this is going to be a great course as far as sort of firming up a lot of details you may have missed, a lot of symbology you may have missed within other cards, numerology as well. It's going to be important. Now, the last thing we're going to do is, again, we're going to do a full card walkthrough. Each card is going to be covered. We're going to break out the card, we're going to throw it down, and we're going to show what that card means. All the different things about it. We're going to have little arrows, we're going to have animations that point to different parts, and we're going to explain all the cards, go through them all. And the best part is we're going to do sample readings. This is a reader's course. It's a reader's course. You're going to be able to read with this beautiful deck at the end of this course. And within the first video, you're going to start reading. We're going to throw down cards and have readings. It's not a course where you're just going to have lecture. You're going to have readings. You're going to get your deck, throw it down with me, and follow along, because we're going to be reading from day one. That is so exciting, right? You don't just have like a lecture, you're falling asleep. No. Get your cards out, follow along. We're going to read. It's a reader's course. So I'm so excited about this course. I'm so hyped about this course. Again, this is the Tarot de Marseille. This is the TDM. This is the real deal. This is the reader's course. I don't think there's anything like this on YouTube. I've seen a few YouTubers that will sort of go through a summary, but nobody goes through step by step that I have seen personally. So I want to do that. I want to encompass this stuff into a video. I absolutely adore the TDM. I love the TDM with all my heart. And I want to share that passion, share that excitement with you within the reader's course. Again, I'm Tarot Oracle, and this is the TDM Reader's Course. So let's get started in the next video, and let's jump right in with the TDM. Again, like, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this intro. And again, I'm hyped about this. I can't wait. So join me, won't you? And let's get started.